Good afternoon. Hello, how are you guys?
Good afternoon, teacher and classmate.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
Good, good.
Good.
You?
I'm doing really good, really good. Thank you for
What
asking.
about you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you, thank you. It's good to see you again. Today is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. So let's begin with all energies, positive attitude, so we can continue learning, we can continue practicing, right? And we are almost done with this course. So, you know, need to continue practicing. How was your day yesterday? You had a day off. How was it? What did you do yesterday? Hello?
Well, in my case, I have to. I did some chores.
Okay. All right. You did some chores. Nice.
I felt weird because I thought to my family, nobody asked me why I done in English, I done in my class of English.
Okay, and you were
I
expecting
felt
them,
weird.
you were expecting them to notice that you didn't have a class.
Yes, because they are 2 hours, so it's a lot of time actually.
Yeah.
But I did some how do you say when do you say in Spanish mandados? How do you say in English something like that?
You say, I ran some errands.
I ran some
Errands. I'm gonna send it to the chat here.
okay,
So,
thank you.
basically, the expression is run errands.
Run errands.
So
In past, I ran errands.
you can say I ran some errands.
I ran some errands. Okay.
Okay, exactly. All right, very good. So that's what you did. Nice. And what about the others? Did you do anything interesting? Okay, hello.
Not really. I went to the doctor and I spent the whole evening, well, not the whole evening, the whole afternoon there. So that's all I did.
That was all you did.
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Okay, nice. Well, it's good to have you back after you know, a little break we took yesterday. And well, as I told you, because I had to postpone the class because I had an appointment, but we will recover it at the end of the course. So don't worry, it's not like we lost it. We will recover it at the end, don't worry. And I'm glad to see you again, of course. We're ready to start the class. So please get everything ready, turn your cameras on, all right? And let's pay attention over here. Okay, keep your cameras. Very good, very good. So we're going to start, this is what we're gonna do. I actually have an activity that I want you to complete today. However, we're gonna start right away with the information that we have on lesson C of unit number 4. Because we're gonna later for the activity, we're gonna use this and the previous information we have learned, right? So that we can complete the activity, which I'm gonna tell you in a moment what this will be about. So please pay attention because we are starting right away with the book. So, you know, I'm gonna be sharing my screen. Everybody focus in here. Okay, so lesson C, remember, is all about conversation strategies. So let's get to it. What is the title of this lesson?
You're going this time, right?
I'm right.
Okay. You're going this time, right? What do you understand from that question? Like if you tell someone, hey, you're going this time, what context or what do you get in your mind when you hear that?
It's your turn.
Okay, any other idea?
Like going out.
Okay.
When
But-
someone always put like excuses and never go to the reunions.
There you go. Exactly. That's exactly what it means. When you constantly invite someone and they all the time, give you excuses and they never go. Do you have a friend that is like that? Or are you like that sometimes? What do you think? Or do you have a friend like that?
Yes, I am that friend.
You are that friend.
Shame of me.
But why? Why do you don't go out with your friends?
Because I don't have enough time.
Okay.
And they want to go out too much to
Mhm.
me. Mhm.
So it's a little too much for you. Okay. And the others? Do you have a friend like that or are you that friend? What do you think? Come on, guys. Are you here? Are you present?
A few months ago, I was that friend, but now, well, I changed a lot, and I have a friend that is like that.
Okay. All right. Mario?
Sorry, but yes. Tell me because I couldn't understand. very well.
What?
Sorry, I couldn't understand what you're saying because I have some people here in my house making a lot of
okay.
noises. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, no, I was asking you, do you have this friend that is constantly, not going out with your group of friends, like they're constantly giving excuses, they never can go out when, you want to go out, or are you that friend?
Well, and yes, I know somebody. I'm not that kind of friend, but I know somebody that he's angry all the time. He don't like even his family, his sons, everything. He's complaining all the time. He's a grumpy person. And when you ask him to take a coffee or sightseeing to some place, he always says, no, I have better things to do. So thank you. Another time. It's
Okay.
strange. Very
All
strange.
right. All right. Okay. Yeah. And how do you feel, guys, about those friends? How do you think, Chrisia, that your friends feel when you say no?
Yes, I know that some disappointed, I think, but it's true. It's not that I don't want to. It's true. I don't have enough time because I have to do many things. So I think it's kind of, I don't know, irrespectful maybe, but it's not a propósito,
On purpose?
on purpose. So
Okay.
it's
So it's-
true.
You think it's disrespectful?
Disrespectful in when I do a lot of times one by one. So I think it's really true. It's serious. It's not my fault.
All right,
Yes.
all right. That's fine. Okay, so we have a question which I think in the past we have discussed. It says, check which statements are true for you. Like, that's you personally. We have the first statement. Let me see. Fatima, can you read the first one?
Yes, I love going to big parties where I don't know many people.
Okay, I love going to big parties where I don't know many people. All right. What is the second one, Wendy?
I prefer going to small parties with a few friends I know well.
Okay, very good. And the last one, Mario Ignacio?
I like going to parties with my coworkers or classmates.
Okay, very good. So, which statement do you think better describes you? 1, 2, or 3?
Number 2 for me. Number 2.
Number 2.
Okay.
Number two.
Number 2.
Is there anyone here that is, you know, number 1? No?
So
Number,
I like meeting with people I don't know.
you do?
Yes, I enjoy breaking the ice all the time.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Perfect. What about number 3? Do you like going out with your coworkers or classmates?
Yes, that's
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you sound very excited. Okay. Would you like to go out with these classmates from this class? Yes, or
Yes, I
no?
would like it.
Yes.
I would like it. Yes.
Because you guys have never met in person, right?
Yes, in person. Yeah, it's weird. Yes. It
That
would be nice. Mhm.
that would be a different experience. Maybe one day we can do something like that. We'll see. Okay. Would you like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be interesting. Okay, very good. So we're going to listen to a short conversation between two people. So let's see. First of all, let's listen. I want you to follow the conversation, right? And tell me if there are new words for you. And then we're going to analyze the conversation strategy on this lesson. Okay, let's pay attention. Let's listen. Here we go. Wait, let me just share my audio here. Make sure your microphones are on mute and listen.
Page 38, Lesson C. You're going this time, right? 1. Conversation strategy. Checking your understanding. B. Listen. How does Greg feel about parties?
So, there's another work party on Friday. You're going this time, right?
I don't know. To be honest, I hate those things.
Really? Why's that?
Well, I know it's supposed to be fun, but I'm just not very good at all that small talk.
So parties aren't your thing, huh?
Not really. I just don't like big groups of people. I'd rather talk one-on-one, so...
So you're not going to go?
No. I'll probably try and get out of it somehow. So, yeah, I'll just say I have other plans.
Okay, that was the short conversation. So, how do you think Greg feels about parties? Do you think he sounds excited about it?
Not really.
He doesn't like to go this kind of parties.
All right. Do you relate to Greg or not?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you, for example, at work or at school or at the university, whenever they have like these small get-togethers and these small, you know, events, would you normally go and spend time with your coworkers or classmates, or no?
You get along with all, yes, because it's
Yes.
fun, but
Okay.
sometimes it's not true. The situation.
Okay. Yeah, I think it depends as well on the environment, right, of your workplace or your you know classes, right? If you get along with everyone, then sure, why not, right? Okay, very good. So let's see. What is the conversation strategy? What do you think, before I show you, what do you think is the conversation strategy, the tip that we're going to learn here? Do you see anything on this conversation that calls your attention? That you think might be what we will study?
Maybe the word so.
Excuse me?
The word so.
The word so, okay. Another one?
Going.
Direct
Supposed to.
Right.
Supposed to, right? Okay. Well, the supposed to
be
part,
honest.
we already studied, so, you know. To be honest, we also studied already. Do you remember that?
Yeah, not really.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you something. So is one of the things we will study. Yes, you got it. But there's another one. There's always two strategies. Which is the other one?
Uh-huh.
What?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what is that?
Huh,
Huh.
I think.
Okay. Actually, yes, you are right. And as strange and crazy as it might sound, this is another one of those things that is very small, but is very common. When you watch movies, listen to videos, you'll see that this happens a lot, right? People are having a conversation and they're like, so parties aren't your thing, huh? Right? That huh thing at the end is actually a very common thing when it comes to conversations in English. Let's see. It says, notice. Altagracia, can you please read? Notice.
Notice how Hugo checks his understanding. He asks questions in the form of a statement. People often add huh, right, or then at the end of question like this. Find more examples.
Okay. So as it says right here, right? What is the strategy here? When you want to just confirm, you want to rephrase something that the other person said, you kind of ask a question, but in a very indirect way. You make the question sound like a statement, but you put a little word at the end, like, and you give the intonation. So parties aren't your thing, huh? Right? So I'm not saying, are parties your thing? No, I'm not asking a question like that. I'm saying a statement, like an affirmation, parties aren't your thing. And then I'm adding a small question at the end. In this case, is that sound, huh? Right? But also you can say, you can use right, you can use the then. Let's see in the conversation if we find anything like that. Is there any other example?
The first thing Hugo says, he said, you are going to this party, right? At the end, he said, he used the...
Okay, so yeah, the first thing Hugo says, and also it's the title of the lesson. You're going this time, right? Okay, you're going this time, right? So Hugo is not saying, hey, are you going this time? Right? Because when you ask the question, are you going this time? It feels like a little more open. Like I'm giving the person the option to say yes or no. But when I say, hey, you're going this time, right? It's like I'm being more direct. I'm putting more pressure. Like I do want a positive answer from this person. Does that make sense?
Yes. And how I can know which one I can use in every situation, or because for example, then I didn't hear you, I didn't pay attention, in that, but right and ha, yes. But how can I decide which
that is
one
a very
I
good
can
question.
use?
Okay, that's actually a very good question because they actually mean different things. Okay, do we have something about that here? No, they actually mean different things because, for example, let's see, I'm gonna give you like small examples for each one of them. Let me see. I'm gonna share my whiteboard here. So for example, with right, okay, I could use right, as I told you, when I want the other person to agree with me. I expect the other person to give me the answer that I want to hear. Okay, so like the example, hey, you're going this time, right? Okay, or for example, I can say, what? If, for example, I could tell you, hey, you'll go with me, right? All right, you'll go with me, right? Okay, so I'm not asking, will you go with me, right? I'm pretty much like pushing for that positive response that I want, okay? Then, huh, the sound huh, it's more for like, let's say, making conclusions, right? Like trying to acknowledge what the other person says, all right? Like the example, he's explaining how he feels, and so the other person says, so what was the phrase? Let me see. So parties aren't your thing, huh? Right? Like, you know, I am pretty much summarizing what the other person said, okay? Imagine you tell me, oh, you know what? I don't like, what? For example, I'm not going to the movies with you guys because, you know, it's a horror movie and I don't feel very comfortable with horror movies. They're not my thing, etc. Right? So I say, for example, so horror movies aren't your thing, or you know, you're well, I don't want to use the same phrase, so I'm gonna change it. So I'm gonna use something different. Like I can say, so you're not into horror movies, huh? Right? Remember, being into something is like liking something, right? So you're not into horror movies, huh? Right? So, you know, I'm pretty much like summarizing what you said. I'm drawing conclusions based on what you said. Okay. In this case, I am not really expecting a positive answer like in this one. I don't expect you to agree with me. I'm just pretty much acknowledging what you said. Does that make sense? Okay. And then is more like, for example, like waiting for a confirmation, I would say. You know, after all this conversation we've had, you know, going to the movies and everything. So I can ask, for example, you're not going then, right? So you're not going then, right? It's like, you know, I'm pretty much just waiting for you to tell me, no, I'm not, right? Not because that's what I want, because I want you to go, but based on what you said, all the conversation, I use then as a confirmation. Does that make sense? So just putting it in simple words, right is for the other person to give you the answer you expect, all right? Huh is basically like acknowledging what the other person said, summarizing, paraphrasing, right? And then is pretty much getting a conclusion from something, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So imagine, yeah.
The first one, right? You use that to persuade people.
Exactly. That's what we want. We want the other person to agree with us. We want the other person to in this case, give us an answer we expect. So imagine this whole conversation happening, right? I'm gonna play the two parts here. So I go with my friends and I say, hey, so you'll go with me, right? You'll go with me, you'll go to the movies with me, right? And so they say, well, I don't know, it's a horror movie and I'm not very comfortable with that. You know, I don't really like horror movies. So I say, oh, so you're not into horror movies, huh? No, not really. They don't make me feel comfortable. Okay, you're not going then? No, I'm not. All right. Do you see how those questions kind of make sense in the conversation? Yeah. Okay. And well, that's pretty much how you use them. Okay, how you use those small words, which might look very, you know, very small, very probably even unnecessary, but as you can see, they actually add a lot of meaning to what we're saying. Okay, very interesting. Do you have questions about this?
Teacher, I can use them like in Spanish. Entonces, for example, no vas a ir entonces, or I don't know if I.
Basically, that's what it means. Exactly. That is exactly
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So imagínate, right? Like after everything they have told you, right? Ya me dijeron un montón de cosas y es como que, bueno, entonces no vas a ir, right? No vas a ir entonces, right? So that's what I'm saying,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Good. So let's see, going back to the lesson on the book, let's continue learning about this with the activity on letter D. Edwin, could you please read the instructions?
Letter D. Okay. Read more of Hugo and Greg's conversation. Change the questions to statement questions, then listen and notice what they say.
Okay. So before we listen, all right, before we listen, we're gonna try to see if we can guess what the questions will be. All right, does that make sense? Okay, all right. So we have the conversation. So Hugo says, so aren't you going to show up at all, right? And the question we have is, so you aren't going to show up at all, huh? Right? So as you can see, we are changing from the question structure to a sentence structure, and then we add the word, huh? Okay. And then Greg says, no, those work parties aren't my thing. Do you like them? How do you think that we could make a question out of that?
Probably, no, those work parties aren't my thing. You do like them, right?
Okay, very good. So for example, something like you, I mean, the do part would be a little unnecessary. Remember that it's an affirmation. So simply, you like them.
Like them, right?
You like them, right? Or yeah, even we could say you do like them, right? Like a double affirmation. Why not? Okay. You know what? Let's do something because I do want you to get a little more context. I think I'll let you listen first. I want you to listen to the way they ask the questions, try to pay attention, and then we're going to put them here, okay? So here we go, listen.
Page 38. 1. Conversation strategy. Checking your understanding. D. Read more of Hugo and Greg's conversation. Change the questions to statement questions. Then listen and notice what they say.
So you aren't going to show up at all, huh?
No, those work parties aren't my thing. You like them, huh?
Yeah, but you don't want to network? You may get a promotion.
Yeah, but I'm happy in my job right now. I'm not looking for a promotion or anything.
Oh, you don't want to work your way up in the organization?
Actually, no, not really. So you're pretty ambitious, huh?
I guess I am. But the parties are fun anyway, and the people are interesting.
So you know a lot of people in the company then?
Okay. Did you pay attention to the questions? Would you like to listen one more time? Because I
One more
see some of
time.
you are taking notes.
Listen one more time, please.
Okay, here we go. Let's listen one more time.
Page 38. 1. Conversation strategy. Checking your understanding. D. Read more of Hugo and Greg's conversation. Change the questions to statement questions. Then listen and notice what they say.
So you aren't going to show up at all, huh?
No, those work parties aren't my thing. You like them, huh?
Yeah, but you don't want to network? You may get a promotion.
Yeah, but I'm happy in my job right now. I'm not looking for a promotion or anything.
Oh, you don't want to work your way up in the organization?
Actually, no, not really. So you're pretty ambitious, huh?
I guess I am. But the parties are fun anyway, and the people are interesting.
So you know a lot of people in the company then?
Okay, very good. All right, so in this question, Greg, no, those work parties are my thing. Do you like them? What was the question that you heard in the conversation?
To like them, right?
Huh?
You do like them, huh?
You like them, huh?
You like them, huh?
Wait, okay. You like them, huh?
Yes.
Right? You like them, huh? Okay, let's listen. We're gonna be checking.
Page 3. Conversation strategy. Read more of Hugo's to state say.
So you aren't going to show up at all, huh?
No, those work parties aren't my thing. You like them, huh?
Okay, very good job. Yeah, but don't you want to, but don't you want to network? You may get a promotion. Did you hear any different question here?
Yes.
I hear just an affirmation, but without a little word.
A little word.
Just say you don't want to network. You don't want to network.
You
But
don't
just
want
like this,
to
in an affirmative.
There wasn't
Well,
any.
There
wasn't any extra word.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, but you don't want to network? You may get a promotion.
Okay, but you don't want to network, right? There wasn't any extra word, but there was an intonation, all right? And that is also something else that we can notice. It's not just, but you don't want to network, right? It wasn't like that. It was like, but you don't want to network, right? There was a little intonation. It was not just a plain negative sentence, but there was a little bit of an intonation too. Okay, so let's continue.
Yeah, but I'm happy in my job right now. I'm not looking for a promotion or anything.
Oh, you don't want to work your way up in the organization?
Whoops, sorry. So what was that? What was that?
The same, but with the donation.
You don't want to.
You don't want to work your way up in the organization, right? So again, they changed from question structure to affirmation structure, but they gave it a little bit of an intonation to make that question, all right? And the other one actually, no, not really. So are you pretty ambitious? What was the question in the audio?
You're very ambitious.
You're pretty ambitious, huh?
Okay, so you're pretty ambitious, huh? Okay, let's listen.
Actually, no, not really. So you're pretty ambitious, huh?
Okay, there you go. Perfect. Let's see.
I guess I am. But the parties are fun anyway, and the people are interesting.
Okay, after that we have, so do you know a lot of people in the company? That is the normal, if you want to say that way, question. But in the audio, they said,
You know,
You know a lot of people in the company.
then.
know a lot of people in the company.
Then.
Then, okay. Let's listen.
So you know a lot of people in the company then?
There you go. All right. So basically, like, you know, these are some of those things that probably you would say, okay, but for example, like you don't want to work your way up in the organization. Like you can say, okay, teacher, that sounds like a question, but in the basic level, I learned that the question structure is this and this and this, right? And that is true. But as we discussed some classes ago, if you might remember, sometimes, of course, it's always good to know grammar rules and it's always good to follow grammar rules, but the most natural conversations sometimes are not always according to what we learned when it comes to grammar rules in the basic levels, right? And this is one of those examples. It's like a question, but not really a question, right? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Yes.
very good. Do you have any question about this? Are there any questions?
No, for the moment, no. We're trying to, I think that we're trying to assimilate that information.
You're trying to simulate it. All right, very good. We'll get the chance to practice later. We're going to have an opportunity to practice, later today. But before we go with the actual practice, I think it would be good if we go right away with the second strategy, which, as I told you before, is about the word so. Are you familiar with the word so? Do you use it in your everyday conversations?
Yes, but not too much.
Okay, not too much. Do you think it's a common word?
Yes, when you're introducing a new idea or something to give like emphasis what you're saying, or when you feel confident talking, you start using some words that are normally not people don't say. So I have found that when you are in an interview, you are very nervous and you forgot about everything. But if the interview, you feel relaxed and you start talking freely without nervous, talking and using a lot of expressions. It's like when you said there is a saying that is like the dog in the water. So you feel like that sometimes. You start using this. And I think this is the objective of this class, trying to use this word to get more comfortable with the language.
Okay. Just give me a second, guys. All right, very good. So yes, you're right. As Mario was saying, like once you get comfortable, you start using them. And that's the objective, right? That we actually sound natural, that we actually sound as natural as, other people who have spoken English for years and probably all their life, right? So that's what we want. We want to have the same naturality. We don't want to sound awkward, or we don't want to sound like we are overthinking everything we're saying. We want to sound as natural as possible, all right? And these little words, these little techniques, they might help us, all right? So, by the way, so is something that I say a lot, and you probably have heard it. So here we go, again. Okay, so the strategy. I'm gonna ask, let me see, Aileen, would you please help us reading? You can use.
Okay, you can use so in many ways, including to start a topic, often with a question. So there's another work party on Friday. To check your understanding, so parties aren't your thing, huh? And for to pause or let the other person draw a conclusion. I'd rather talk one and on one, so, and for to close a topic. So yeah, I'll just say I have other plans.
All right, very good. So we have 4 different cases in which people use the word so. All right, which, by the way, I want to start by clarifying, first of all, the pronunciation, because as you know, common and as easy as this might seem, some people sometimes don't pronounce it correctly. Like it's so, all right? So it's not so, right? If you say saw, like saw, it's more like saw, like the verb saw. I saw you yesterday in the supermarket, right? Saw. This is not saw, this is so. And this is not so, this is saw. Because some people like do it the other way around, okay? So the past of see is not so, the past of see is saw, okay? And this word, the pronunciation, es decir, this is so, all right? Does that make sense?
With a large O.
It's not really a large O. It's more like a different sound. I always say, I explain it in this way. Imagine in your mind that you are going to say the letter O, but your mouth has to be open like an A. Because look at this, look at my mouth. The verb is saw, okay? So I'm open. It's not like, oh, like this. No, it's open. Saw. Okay, that's the verb. That's the verb. Saw. And then this word is so. So it has an O sound. Oh, there are 2 sounds. So this is saw and this is so. How do you pronounce this one?
So.
So.
This one?
So.
There you go.
So.
Perfect.
Like to go.
So it says, number 1, to start a topic, often with a question. However, not necessarily with a question, right? But to start a topic. So there's another work party on Friday, right? Or as I always tell you, so let's focus on this topic, right? So let's study this. So let's work on this, all right? Like we're changing the topic, we're changing to a new thing, all right? So, okay. Number 2, to check your understanding. So parties aren't your thing, huh? Right? So you don't want to go, right? So is this clear, right? Like, you know, you check understanding, you check something with the other person, okay? This one is very interesting. To pause or let the other person draw a conclusion. Like I'm giving you a lot of things, like a lot of evidence, but I'm not gonna finish my sentence probably because the conclusion of the sentence is probably not what the other person wants to hear, or it might be a little controversial and I don't want to say it, but I want the other person to understand. Like in this case, you know, he's giving a lot of things like, you know, I don't like parties, they're not my thing, I don't feel comfortable, I'd rather talk one-on-one. So, you know, and I don't say anything else, I just leave it blank, and the other person understands that the conclusion is, so I'm not going. All right, does that make sense?
Yes.
So imagine, right, like we're having a conversation, the thing about the horror movies I was telling you, and you're like, well, you know, I don't like horror movies, they make me feel very uncomfortable, and I don't know a lot of the people that are invited, so, you know, and I don't say anything else. So you can understand that the conclusion is, I'm not interested, I don't want to go. All right, and people do it, as I tell you, because it might be a little controversial, like it might be a little rude what the conclusion is, so I don't want to say it, but I want the other person to understand. Okay, and finally, to close the topic, all right, we already talked a lot, we already drew conclusions, we already, you know, said everything. So yeah, I'll just say I have other plans. All right, so as I sometimes, you know, we're talking and everything here in the class, I give you a lot of instructions or a lot of information, and I say, okay, so this is it, this is the topic. All right, does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes when you use
Yes, teacher.
to close the topic, it's like when you arrive into a conclusion.
Exactly, right? Like, you know, we're not going to say anything else about this. We already talked about it. So, yeah. Okay, that's all. Okay. Is that clear? And it says
Yes,
in
it is.
converse.
Very clear.
Okay, in conversation, so is one of the top 20 words. Can you believe that? Like, you know, out of all the words that exist, when people have conversations, so is one of the top 20 words. All right, so that shows
One of the most used.
exactly that it is one of the most used. Super common. Okay, let's see this example. This exercise, sorry. It says find 3 places where you can wait. Hold on. Find 3 places where you can use so in each conversation. Change the capital letter and add comments where necessary. Then practice with a partner. Okay, I'm running out of battery. So let's do something. Please give me a second. I need to go get my charger, right? And I think I'm gonna have to move because I cannot plug it in here. So I'll leave you with this. Please, you know, read, try to analyze where you would put the word so, all right? And I'll be right back with you in 2 minutes. So give me a second. I'll go plug this in. Okay, hello guys. Good. Sorry for the interruption. I actually had to move to a different room. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
All right. So did you decide where you would put so in the conversation?
The second sentence at the end,
At
when
the end,
you
over
say,
here.
I haven't won or been to one, so
Okay, so. And what about the next line?
So no one.
I don't think.
Here? At the
Yes.
beginning? All
Yes.
right. So, are you gonna make any changes with punctuation?
Comma.
Comma. All right. And remember, we changed the N to lowercase. All right.
Lower.
Okay. And is that all?
Right.
Maybe before actually.
Oh, but that is the second conversation, right? What about the first?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No problem. So in the first one, is that all?
I put before I don't know instead of the end of the question, but I'm not sure.
You put it here instead of here.
Yes. Mhm.
Let's see. Let's do something. We're going to check the conversation and see if that makes sense. Okay, so it says, so what do you think of surprise parties? I don't know. I've never had one or been to one, so no one has ever given you one. Do you think your friends would ever do that? No, my friends don't do that kind of thing. That's the way we have it here. Does that make sense? What do you think?
Yeah.
Let's see the other option.
Yes.
It says, so what do you think of surprise parties? So I don't know. I've never had one or been to one. So no one has ever given you one, and then etc. What do you think? Option 1 or option 2? Hello? Which one makes more sense? The first one or the second one?
For me, the first one.
Okay.
Yes, teacher, the first one.
The first one. Actually, yes, I agree. It's the first one. Okay. Now let's go with conversation number 2. All right, conversation number 2. Where did you put so?
Have you thrown any parties in the past year?
Okay. So, comma. So have you thrown? Next.
So
B and the second is blank space.
What?
B, second blank space.
Here.
Yes.
Do you guys agree? Is there a so here?
Yes.
Yes, do you agree?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It might be.
Any other one?
Letter A.
Letter A here.
Yes.
Okay, so all your friends came. Very good. Is there another one?
Yes.
Just 3.
The second blank space and the letter B. So
Here?
it was great. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
But now I'm not
we have
pretty
a
sure
problem.
about the first one. Yeah, so now I'm not sure about the first one.
You're not sure about the first
The second one. The second one.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. We have a problem because there should be only 3, and you guys gave me 4. So
I'm not sure after they did.
you're not sure about this one.
Yeah, not sure.
Guys.
Yes, probably the last one, we can erase it.
The last one
because-
is not necessary.
Yes. it is.
I didn't put that. The last one.
The last one shouldn't be here.
Because
you-
when you say, yeah, they did, it was great. So it's not necessary.
Oh, okay. All right. So are you happy with this?
Yes.
With the second B, I know it.
I don't agree.
I don't agree. So
Okay. With this one, you don't agree.
Me too.
So if you didn't put this here, where did you put it?
The last
Oh, we can put on.
yeah.
Yeah, or just using the song.
What?
We can use or just so.
Only so. This exact
Okay.
exercise is just for so.
Okay, okay.
So the question is it here or is it here?
and the last B.
In the last B.
Do you think here, guys? Yes or no?
For me, yes.
No.
It's where you say they did so. I didn't hear something like that.
What?
For me, after I had one last month.
For you is here. Okay, let's check. All right, because obviously we are a little divided with that one.
Yeah.
So let's check it out. Hold on a second. Can you see this little square here? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's show the answers. Let's see who was right and who was wrong. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, have you thrown any parties in the past year? Actually, yes. I had one last month. A lot of people came. So, all your friends came? Yeah, they did. So, it was great. Okay. Actually, this so should be here. Okay. There you go. All right. In this case, like, actually, yes, I had one last month. A lot of people came. In this case, like, I don't really see the need for using so. Like, it's not any conclusion. It's not introducing anything new. I'm just giving more details to what I was previously saying. However, in the last one, it was great is a conclusion for everything we just talked. All right. I told you that I had one last month. A lot of people came. You asked me if all of my friends came. I said yes. And the conclusion is, so it was great. Do you see why we put so here and not here? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes.
To give a conclusion.
Exactly. to draw
Conversation.
conclusions. Okay. Very good. Very good. Let me see. Before we continue with the last part of the next part of the class, sorry, which is gonna be more practice. Can we mute the microphones, please? Okay. Very good. So let's check really quick this part here. It says speaking naturally, all right? Speaking naturally, being sure or checking, okay? Being sure or checking. So this red or pink arrow expresses the intonation. It says, if you are sure, listen to this sentence. If you are sure, you say, so your birthday's on Friday. So your birthday's on Friday. Okay, there's no elevation. The intonation goes down. So your birthday's on Friday. I am sure. I am giving an affirmation. However, if I'm checking, my intonation goes up. And that is what we were discussing a moment ago. Do you remember? When we said there's not a word, but there's an intonation. And the intonation is very important. So your birthday's on Friday, right? That goes, the intonation goes up. Very different. So your birthday's on Friday is, I'm sure. Okay, so your birthday's on Friday. And then if I'm checking, so your birthday's on Friday, right? It goes up. Do you see the difference when it comes to intonation?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and the first one you show some security or your known.
Exactly. Like, you know, basically you
about something.
Exactly.
And the second one,
so basically your intonation goes up when you are checking the information. It's not like you are 100% sure, you are just checking the information. But let's listen to this.
Page 39. Or checking. A. Listen and repeat the sentences. Notice how the intonation falls when you say something you are sure about and rises when you're checking information. If you are sure,
so your birthday's on Friday. So all your friends came.
If you are checking,
so your birthday's on Friday. So all your friends came.
Okay, listen one more time to the difference.
Birthday's on Friday. So your birthday's on Friday. So all your friends came.
Okay, in here, there's no questioning. This is an affirmation. So your birthday's on Friday. So all your friends came, right? I'm just saying an affirmation. There's no questioning here. However, when I'm checking.
If you are checking.
So your birthday's on Friday. So all your friends came.
So your birthday's on Friday. So all your friends came, right? Even though the words are exactly the same, in the same order, there's no difference when it comes to the grammar. The difference comes with the intonation, with the tone of voice. Okay? Let me see. I'm gonna be asking some of you. Petronila will be first. Can you please read this one when you are sure?
Yeah. So your birthday's on Friday?
Are you checking or are you sure?
I'm sure, supposed.
You're supposed to be sure. Okay, one more time.
So your birthday's on Friday?
Are you checking or are you sure?
So your birthday's on Friday?
What do you say, guys? Checking or sure?
Sounds like more checking.
Okay, Petronila, can you do the checking?
So your birthday's on Friday?
And now this one?
So your birthday's on Friday. It's the same.
It's the same.
It's the same.
It sounds like the same for me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Maybe let's go with Adriana. Let's begin with this one. You are sure.
Okay. So your birthday's on Friday.
And check in.
So your birthday's on Friday.
What do you say, guys?
Sounds more sure.
Yeah.
And the problem, teacher, I heard sometime in a class that just at the beginning, when you are learning something, you have to like, how's the word? Exaggerate your way of saying the things
Exactly.
in order that your brain get the idea. And this is the problem that they are talking like being like, I don't know, I don't want to say shy, but it's like they not trying to do it like too much. They trying like doing it like very, very tiny expression. Sometimes you have to, at the beginning, you have to express, it's like give your, all your 100%.
All right. Could you help us, Mario?
Okay, let me see if I can do it.
All right.
So your birthday is on Friday? And
Okay.
the other one? So your birthday on Friday.
Okay. Good. All right. Yeah. So here's the thing, guys. I definitely agree with Mario, and that is 100% right. You have to exaggerate, especially when you're learning. And something else that I would like to add is that we, as Salvadorians, and that is a very Salvadorian thing, we're not very expressive in our tone of voice. If you listen to people speaking Spanish, like questions and affirmations and negative things, they all sound the same. Yes or no? That's a reality for us Salvadorans. You know, people from other countries like Mexicans and, you know, other people, like they are actually very, or more, at least more expressive than us, but we have a very flat tone of voice. So especially because of that, in English, we have to change that, okay? So let's listen one more time. This time I'm going to pause and I'm going to ask some of you to repeat, try to do it as, you know, similar as possible to the audio. Here we go. Here.
Page 39 falls when you say something you are sure about and rises when you're checking information. If you are sure.
So your birthday's on Friday.
Okay, Adriana.
So your birthday's on Friday.
Okay, Wendy.
So your birthday is on Friday.
Eric.
So your birthday is on Friday.
Petronila.
So your birthday is on Friday?
Okay. All right. And I love your faces, like you look so scared. All right. Now let's go with the other one. Let's listen to the other one.
So all your friends came.
Let's see, Christian.
So all your friends came.
Alex.
So all your friends came.
Diego.
So all your friends came.
All right, good. Like right now, everybody, you did it really, really, really well. Like, you know, it's not a question. It sounds just like an affirmation. Now let's go with the other one. Let's see.
If you are checking.
So your birthday's on Friday?
Petronila.
So your birthday's on Friday?
Okay. Eric.
So your birthday is on Friday.
All right, Adriana.
So your birthday's on Friday.
All right, Altagracia.
So your birthday is on Friday?
Okay. I think you could get just a little more intonation at the end. Can you try it again?
So your birthday is on Friday?
Your birthday's on Friday, right? Wait. Okay, good. Let's listen to the other phrase.
So all your friends came?
Mario, Maria Cesar.
Sorry. So all your friends came?
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds like a good intonation and it sounds natural. Let's see. Who has not participated? Fatima?
So all your friends came?
All right, Edwin?
So all your friends came?
There you go. Exactly, guys. So that is the difference when it comes to the intonation. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. So let's work on exercise B. All right. Exercise B. Please read the instructions for us. Natalia.
Exercise B. Listen to four conversations. Are the speakers sure or are they checking? Add a period or a question mark and write S or C.
Okay. So we're going to listen based on the intonation. I want you guys to tell me whether they are sure or they are checking. All right. Wait, I'm trying to mute you because I hear a lot of background. Okay, there it is. So let's listen. You tell me if they are checking or sure.
Page 39. 3. Speaking naturally. Being sure or checking. B. Listen to 4 conversations. Are the speakers sure or are they checking? Add a period or a question mark and write S or C. 1.
I really like to party when I can.
So you go out a lot.
2.
You know, I like to be with a crowd. The more, the merrier.
Uh-huh. So you're a real people person.
3.
I guess I'm not a big fan of parties.
So you don't like parties very much?
4.
I guess I don't really do anything on my birthday.
So you never celebrate your birthday?
Okay. Would you like to listen one more time?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
2.
You know,
I really like to.
Or C. 1.
Okay, here we go. Listen.
1.
I really like to party when I can.
So you go out a lot.
2.
you know, I like to be with a crowd. The more, the merrier.
Uh-huh. So you're a real people person.
3.
I guess I'm not a big fan of parties.
So you don't like parties very much?
4.
I guess I don't really do anything on my birthday.
So you never celebrate your birthday?
All right. So what do you think? Number 1, are they sure or are they checking? Sure. Okay. Number 2, are there in a period? Yes, you're right. In a period. Okay. Number 2, are they sure or are they checking?
Sure.
So period and sure. Okay. Number 3, are they sure or checking?
Checking.
Checking.
Question mark.
Question mark and checking. And number 4, are they sure or checking?
Checking.
Question mark and
Question mark and checking. let's see. Let's go ahead and find out if we are right. Show all answers. There you go. Perfect. Okay. They are sure. They are sure. They are checking and they are checking. Okay. So is this clear?
Yeah, very clear.
Yes.
Very clear. Okay, you guys, before we continue with anything else, please keep your cameras turned on as I will take right now the screenshot for our report. So please, 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 let's do it right now. Okay. Gladys, can you help us with the camera? One moment, please. Okay, thank you guys. Good. All right, so out of everything we have learned today, do you guys have any questions? No?
I think it's okay.
You think it's okay? Okay, very good.
At the moment, it's clear.
Okay, so all right, so we're going to move on to the next part of the class, which is going to be a little bit of a practice. All right. So attention. For this practice, what are we going to do? We're going to work in groups. All right. And this is for right now. This is not a homework. This is for right now. So what are you going to do? You're going to prepare a short conversation about any topic you want. All right. Make sure you use what? First, at least, how many? At least 5 of the get expressions that we learned before. Okay. Remember that you have that picture on the WhatsApp group, so you can go check it out. All right. 2, use at least also 5. All right. 5 how did we define it? Questions, what? Come on. Oh my god. Questions in the form of statements. Questions in the form of statement. Okay, as we learned today, you can include so, you can include then, you can include how, you can include, you know, word. And number 3, make sure your intonation is or matches your intentions. Okay, either checking or being sure. Okay, so this is basically what we're going to do right now. Okay, prepare a short conversation. It can be any topic you want. All right, but you have to do the following. Use at least 5 of the get expressions. All right, use at least 5 of these questions in the form of statements that we just learned today. And obviously, number 3, also make sure that your intonation matches your intentions when it comes to either checking or being sure of what you're saying. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Do you have any questions about this activity? Are there any questions?
I have a question there. We're going to use, let's say, get and with the expression we have. But after get, this using this, we need to use the verb in gerund. It's okay?
I'm sorry, what do you mean? I mean,
after using get, we need to use the verb in gerund.
it depends. Remember, it depends on the verb, as we learned on Monday, right? After some of these get expressions, you use gerund. After some others, not really, right? So you have to check that. Okay.
Yes, I was confused with that.
That's the class that we studied on Monday. Remember the class from Monday. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good. So I'm going to give you right now a couple of minutes for you to start preparing your conversations. It doesn't have to be super complicated. It can be something simple. And then we're going to present here. Okay. Are you ready, guys?
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. Let me see. Okay, let's do it in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Other members.
Yeah. What?
There are other members.
Really? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well,
hello, Gabriela. Hello,
say,
Carla.
I could also say, hi guys, how are you? I need some advice.
What is the main?
Advice.
What is the main idea of the conversation?
I think I need to some advice for my brother's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Hi guys, I need some advice. Tomorrow is my brother's birthday, and I need to buy him a present, something. So could you help me?
Yeah, of course. What do you need?
Tomorrow is my brother's birthday. I need to buy something.
Buy something. Okay.
What do you think?
Well, you need to buy a lot of balloons.
Can you repeat, please? I don't understand.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You need to buy a lot of balloons, and I don't know, some gift.
Hello, I have Gabriela said, hello, I have problems with my microphone. You asked about the age. You could ask about the age. The age of my brother, right? who could ask the yes? Who could ask about the age? Carla or you? And I think Carla is the same problem because
Really?
she is here. But hello, Carla. How are you? Are you okay?
Me?
Hi, Gladys. Hello, Gladys. Can you hear me?
Hello, teacher.
Hi, you got disconnected?
Yes, teacher, because I didn't have internet, but now I have it.
All right. Who were you working with?
I don't remember their name.
Okay. Was it Mario by any chance? Hello? Hello, Gladys. Can you hear me? Hey, Mario. You are alone here?
Hey, or yes, I don't know what happened.
Do you know who you were working with?
Hmm, I don't know. Let me see. Gabriela.
Was it
No, not
Gladys by any chance?
yes, Gladys. Good.
Okay, so yeah, she's back, but I think she's having connection issues probably. I'll try to bring her back. Give me a second.
Okay.
Hi, Gladys. Are you there? Hello. Okay, Mario. I think she's having connection issues.
Yeah, yes.
If you
yeah.
want, you can start, thinking about some ideas. I'll see if I can bring someone else to work here with you, okay?
Okay, I think I'm trying to search something.
All right.
And then maybe, so do you like this type of movies, right? Or huh?
Who would say that? Me or Diego?
I don't know. Maybe you.
Okay.
maybe I can say it. Everyone knows them. Or no, everyone knows him because I mean Buzz Lightyear, but I don't know.
Okay, I got the list of phrases in the with the verb get. I think get out, get over, get around, get through, and get away. Right?
Yeah.
We need to use that. What is the meaning of get out and get over? Blah, blah, blah?
I could say with the expression get. Check. I don't know if I can say. Okay. I get the feeling you really want to watch the movie, right?
Sorry, can you repeat?
I could say after you. Wait. I could say like, I get feeling you really want to watch the movie, right?
You said I guess. Or I can hear you well. I couldn't hear you well.
I get feeling you really want to watch the movie, right?
Oh, okay.
What is our progress in the conversation? How is that? Which sentence we made?
To be there.
Sorry?
To be there, for example, in the beach.
To be there.
Yeah. And I can ask you, for example, you can swim, right? Swim. Yes.
Yes. And so yes, I can. Maybe, how can I say animarse? Maybe puedo animarme.
Emil?
I can try. Puedo intentar. I can try.
Okay. Try. Tuco. Tuco. So, who else will go? I can ask you, Altagracia. So, who else?
So who else will go?
A few co-workers and family members.
My family members.
A few co-workers and family members.
Okay.
A few.
And family members, I can, for example, tell you, you know what? And I can invite my family too.
Can you repeat, please?
You know what? I can invite my family. Let me see. No, you know something is the correct. You know something. You know something. I can invite my family too. And I can, for example, and we can forget the problems.
Okay.
Get over.
We can change forget for get around to the problems.
Yeah. Get around
to forget the problems. Yes. You know something, I can invite my family too, and we can get around to forget the problem. Okay.
Yes.
And
Okay.
you, Altagracia, can say you
Okay,
what was the
in my
expression?
case, co-workers are 5, and family members, my family members 3. Fatima 1 would be 5, 8, 9. Edwin 10. And how many family members could be Edwin? Edwin?
How many family members will you invite? Okay. Okay, so how many family members will you invite?
Could be 10 or 5 members?
Yes, I will invite my wife and my only 2 people, I will invite my wife and my son, for example.
We would be 14 members. 14 members. 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we would be 14 members then. Would be.
We will be, will, or will.
Yeah, will.
Okay.
We will be. We will.
Would be.
We will
Would be.
Okay. Will be
15 members.
15 members then. Question mark.
Mm-hmm. And I tell you, yes, I have to go home, and I have to get home to tell them the new, yeah, to tell them the new.
And I can say you know what, guys? You know what, guys? You will get away with. I will go. Let me check something. Get away with wearing pants with.
Know what, guys, you will get away with.
I don't understand this sentence.
Yes,
Can
it's
you explain,
like
please?
you will get away with is like
No. You know what guys you will get away with. Complete the sentence.
It's
Can
like you know
explain,
what, you know what, like ¿saben qué? Or it's grown. You know what?
No, it's correct. You know what, guys, you will get away with. You want to say with living or hanging out. With that,
I don't know how to express it.
what do you want to say?
I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll get away with
the weekend or the vacation.
with the plans. I don't know.
With plans for vacation. Vacation.
I decided to go.
Okay. And Altagracia can ask you, can tell you, we at the end we persuade you, right?
Who asked?
Altagracia, or you want I ask you?
No, it's okay.
Altagracia, okay.
I think with Fatima, we finished.
You want we finish there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Practice.
Let's check if we have the 5. Let's see the 5 get expressions and 5 questions in form of statements. Let's check. So we are going to go to the beach this weekend, right? We have 1. Yes, but first I have to get through with some problem with my family. 101. I hope you get over your promise too. In my case, I won't. Why it's supposed to be funny? I guess I don't get used to be there. You can swim, right? 2. Yes, I can. Maybe I can try to go. So, 3. Who else will go? Few co-workers and family members. You know something? I can invite my family too, and we can get around to forget the problems. 4. Okay, we will be 15 members then. 4, 2. Yes, I have to get home to tell them the new. 5. Do you know what, guys? You will get away with the plans for vacation. I decided to go. Only, we need only 1 question in form of statement. We have used so we have used use, let's see, right, and then.
Yes. You wanna use the letter, you want to use huh?
Huh is where.
Edwin did a sentence. You can sing, huh?
Yes. Mhm.
In which one?
Here.
There? Okay.
Fatima could change the answer, or no, I cannot. I can't. I can't.
No, I can't. Maybe I can.
Try to go. So who else will go?
I can try to go. Yes, it's correct.
No, I can't. Maybe I can try to go. So who will go? Us? Or who else will go? What do you think? Teacher.
Yes.
In this case, how would be? Who will go? Us or who else will go?
Are you saying who will go? Us. What did you say? I'm sorry, what is the question? Oh, that question. Who else will go? Yeah, that's correct. Who else will go?
Okay, thank you.
Who else will go?
Thank you.
We're going back to the main session right now, guys.
Okay.
Practice.
Okay, you guys, welcome back. I let you, finish because I saw that you guys were not done. Actually, all of you were still working. So I hope that by now you guys have a very good, idea on how to do your conversation. Okay. So by tomorrow we will actually present the conversation. All right. Remember to add all of those little details. All right, that I told you. And do you have any questions about anything today?
No, it's okay.
No, everything good?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Everything good. Yeah.
Okay, so fine. Tomorrow we'll see your conversations and we'll see how everything goes. All right.
Okay.
Thank you
for joining me, guys, and that will be all for today.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a blessed day.
Take care. Bye.